Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 11 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Am I still reeling a little bit from the trauma of the last episode? You betcha. Oh goodness. I don't think... that's not an easy one to get over. I was absolutely just loving May's Hughes. His whole family, everything about it was kind of representative of just like being kind of outside of being a state alchemist. I mean, like he's still involved, he's a soldier, but like what like having a real life like looks like. Sorry. Oh, it's coming all back. It's coming all back. I didn't think the first, 10 episodes were going to be like this. I thought it was going to be a lot of world building and falling in love with people, and then they devastate you, episode 26. I mean, it could have been the day that I was watching it. It could have just been equally devastated that, that's what I was seeing. The boys don't know. Winnery doesn't know. All three of them, well, Ed isn't super close to Maze in an emotional way, but Maze did take him and Alphonse in when they first came into town, and he is there for him, and he even said, he's like, I told you to stop by when you were in town because I wanted to see you. And it's like, how the heck are you? And it really showed that he cares for those boys. And, letting Winnery, stay there, and, his daughter feeling like, Winnery was her older sister, and the advice that he would give Winnery, and just, they did a really good job of giving you a really good, kind person who definitely has, some flaws, not major ones where I didn't trust him like Roy. But, he's not perfect, how he reacts to, the little boys wanting to hang out with his daughter. He's not perfect. He definitely, was kind of I was like, oh, whoa, let's calm down now, shall we? But, he was close. He was close to just being absolutely perfect. And that was devastating. And I was devastated that he died. And then I went to go take a sip of, my drink. And seeing the casket was cemented. I didn't know if we'd just go back to Central and they would just be talking about it, but to actually see him laid to rest and see people mourning him. I know that the point of that was for us to see how loved and important he was to everybody, but then to have that moment with Roy. And Roy saying, what a terrible day for Rain, and having a tear come down his face. He really, really cared for Hughes. And he says when they're fighting in the war, it's just he'll always fight for the people he loves. And I don't expect for him to take this lightly. I already suspect Bradley is not great. He's probably behind a lot of it. He's probably behind Kimberly being a state alchemist that was sent for eradicating the Ishvalans. I'm sure he was the secret weapon. He definitely was not a certified state alchemist. I'm 100% he probably wasn't even a soldier. He was just some crazy guy that was really good at alchemy or something. I don't know. Or maybe he was and he's driven insane, or he's just always killing. So Bradley's well, I could use you. Come on my team. Oh, I have to take my time with that. Hughes obviously knew that he could not use an inside line to call Roy. Roy figured it out, that was the reason why Hughes was calling him from an outside line. I really like Envy and Lust, and I have to say after this, I don't think I'll ever forgive you. I might learn enough about you to feel sympathetic, but that's unforgiving. You killed one of my favorite characters. After I just was I am so drawn to him. I am so attracted to him. And I don't mean in a sense of oh, he's just absolutely good looking. It's just I'm if I could pluck you out of this show and sit you right down here, I'm keeping you forever. So I'm going to find it very, very hard to forgive them and move on from what they've done. Now, of course, like I said, the boys don't know. Winry, I think I'm saying Winry and it's Winry. Either way, they don't know. They're off on a trip. She's going to an automail like city that like it's where all the engineering and mechanics happen, and the boys are on a along the way trip to see their teacher, who I was like, their teacher was teaching them, you know, for 3 years. You think that like these kids didn't mention once that they were going to try to bring their mom back from the dead. So I'm kind of like suspicious of teacher for sure. And the fact that like Ed can do transmutation without a circle. And somebody, Alphonse, said, yo, you can do that just like teacher. So like, what makes them so important? They both have to go through like a human transmutation sacrifice kind of thing. Or was he able to do that before? I kind of forget. But like, is he special that way? Because we hear Lust talk about that he will be a special sacrifice. And so I don't know if he's special. I don't know how that plays into the Philosopher's Stone. But, you know, I just like want to get to it so I can get it over with. I don't know when the boys learn. I don't know when these three learn about Hughes. But I'm expecting to be really sad about it again. And Ed to be really mad. Alphonse to be sweet Alphonse. And Winry to just lose it. Anyway. Oh yeah, and then we had Kimberly being responsible for Scar's scar, and like something about Scar's tattoos. I did not go back and look at those, but he's with some Ishvalans, and so, you know, for anyone to think that the war is over, there's not going to be an uprising. And of course, you know, we saw that like there were specific areas on the map where they were. I'm keeping my eye on that information. So, guys, I'm super excited to get. I don't know if the word's excited. I'm just wanting to get this over with. So, guys, I'm excited to watch this show. I am not excited for them to learn about Hughes. That's really it. Just give me Armstrong with his shirt ripping off, and it'll delight me enough that like I won't fall into a deep, dark depression about Hughes again. So guys, with that happy note, let's get into it.
Ed and Al continued their journey southward with Winry in tow, unaware of the death of Lieutenant Colonel Hughes.
Miracle at Rush Valley. Okay. Is that where the automail?
Valley!
Yep.
Automail! Automail!
I'm so excited for you.
I've never seen an automail model quite like this
Ooh,
before. It really is
Winry.
unusual. Everyone take a look.
Winry.
Hey, stop that! Hey, hold on a second! That's gonna hurt a personal space! Wait! No, don't do that! Ah!
Don't be so rude. They just want a closer look.
They took his clothes off.
Oh no!
Something wrong, Ed?
It's gone.
What?
Only the thing that proves I'm a state alchemist.
Oh no.
My silver watch. Gone.
It sounds like you guys had a run-in with Panina.
Do you know how I can track down this Panina girl?
Let's see, where is she again? I know what might jog my memory.
Hey, but we're gonna have just one more look
Okay.
The
Whoa.
automail shop run by an engineer named Dominic.
That was some awesome animation. Oh, that's a really long way away.
Hey, you guys?
What, Al?
Could that be her?
Huh?
Okay, we'll see. We're closer. Stop arguing.
I got you now!
Whoa. So is he able to manipulate the ground because of the ore that's in it?
How'd you do that, mister?
I'm an alchemist. Want more?
Yeah, she obviously can't fight you,
Wow, so cool!
but she's impressed by it, so.
Quit moving around!
What's the matter? Can't catch a little girl?
I I've been waiting for you.
Whoa. Have we seen Al do alchemy before? I don't think we have.
Why don't you hand it over? My watch.
Whoa.
Come on, you can't be too surprised. You've seen the town, haven't you? Oh, and
Whoa.
my other leg's got a 1.5-inch cannon. What do you think of that?
Okay, you know what? She puts on a good fight.
No way I'm letting her go. Not quite yet, anyway. Not until I've had a closer look at that.
Oh, hello there, Panina. Friend of yours?
Not really.
She does have cool legs, though. Like, that automail was pretty awesome.
Oh no, don't look at me, miss. I wasn't the one who made them.
I am.
Oh. Oh, he looks nice. He's gonna be really sweet, huh?
You want to be more careful not to strain your outfit, eh? That could be the reason why his growth is stunted.
Hey, shut up!
Well, Ed, come on, we know this.
If my automail was lighter, I'd grow taller than this?
It is a possibility.
Wow, brother, you're so big!
You've grown so tall.
Next to me, you guys sure look small.
That's not how that works, but sure.
I beg you, make me your apprentice.
Not a chance, girl.
Maybe you'd like more time to consider the idea?
No need. I don't take on apprentices.
Oh, why not? Aww.
Excuse me, but are you having a baby?
Why, yes, I am.
Yep.
Do you think, would it be alright if I touched your tummy?
Go right ahead.
Aww.
Are you okay?
Oh.
Yes.
Are we sure? Is she gonna have this baby? It was a really cute moment with Al.
I was in a train accident when I was a kid. It killed my parents. I wound up losing both my legs in the wreck. That's when I met Mr. Dominic, and everything changed completely.
You look like the most miserable, pathetic girl in the entire world.
He's
Nothing
such
to
a
always
sweet
be more
man.
than mopers like you.
Let me go, you mean old man! Put me down!
He said I had eyes like a dead person, probably not far off. I'm
Oof.
sure I really did look miserable.
He should write Hallmark cards.
I should probably give this thing back.
Oh, does she still have the
Hey,
watch?
what? Uh-oh. I think I may have broken it or something. Can't get it to open.
It's been sealed up using alchemy.
Why would he do that?
I think I have a pretty good idea why.
Why?
Something's in here he's too embarrassed to let anyone see!
Okay, well, here we are picking at it, right?
Open! Now, let's have a little look at what Ed was hiding.
It's probably a picture of his mom.
Don't forget, October 3rd,
Oh.
year 11. A date?
All I'm thinking of is Mean Girls.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
It's October 3rd.
It's like October 3rd, her birthday? Or the day his mom died?
The bay.
Hey.
The bay.
A bay is a type of horse. What about it?
The
Baby!
baby's coming! The baby's coming!
Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist.
Okay, Panina and Dominic. We gotta remember those names. Dink, 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 dink.
I need everyone's help. We are going to do this!
We don't have a choice!
Ed and Al, go and get me some boiling water.
Sure, Winry.
Oh, and some ice chips. We'll put them by Miss Satara's bedside.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's pretty typical stuff to have for a birth, right?
Are we sure your friend can handle this?
Winry comes from a family of doctors. She grew up reading
about
medical
that.
textbooks instead
Yeah.
of picture books like most kids her age.
Perfect person for the job.
Right now, the only choice we have is to defer to her knowledge and the sheer force of her nerve.
I like it. Thanks, Ed, for believing in her.
Winry, you can do this.
Panina, give me a hand in here.
Sure. You got it.
I feel like the boys should see how this happens. It's a very valuable lesson.
Brother,
Now, when it really counts, I can't do anything.
Well, you're not... You can't do it all.
I know we're not big believers in God. Maybe he could help us. This once.
Aww. Don't end. Okay. I was like, I need to know what went on. What happened? Everything okay?
What's going on? Hey!
Yay! Is Mom okay? Why are the girls so exhausted? She just pushed a baby out of her.
Awesome! It's a real life baby! Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome!
Really? Awesome? That's all you can think of to describe this?
I mean...
How else should I describe it? Alchemists have worked for centuries and we're still not able to do that. A person creating another person.
You've gotta be kidding me. Now you're lumping in alchemy with the miracle of birth?
Well, it's what he
Occupational
knows.
hazard. It's just the way I think.
Yeah.
Besides, whatever you say, it really is awesome. People are awesome. All right, the baby's born and everything's good.
Let's go.
Do you think you could pick me up, please?
Huh?
It's humiliating to be carried by a boy who's smaller than I am.
Oh
Could
boy.
easily drop you, you know.
Ed,
Huh? What is it?
I saw it. The engraving that's inside your pocket watch.
Yeah, what is October 3rd?
You forced it open?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
You idiot.
Yeah.
I want to know what that date is.
I haven't shown that to anybody, not even Al.
But why not, Ed?
It's private, an admonition to myself. I hate to admit how weak I am, that I had to give what happened that day substance and then carry it around with me as a reminder. What are you crying for?
She cares about you? Oh, they didn't keep any pictures or anything.
What are you crying for, Winry?
You two won't cry. Someone else should do it for you, don't you think?
Don't
Oh.
be an idiot.
I'm not leaving.
Why?
Seeing your resolve inspired me. I want to do more, Ed. I can't just commit halfway. I want to hone my skills so I'll be able to make you the finest quality automale prosthetics. That way you can continue your journey knowing you're as strong as you can be.
And you can get taller.
What's up? Is there something wrong?
Panina.
Ah.
Why'd you go and do that?
Quit whining, you dirty pickpocket, and give me my watch back right now!
Whoa.
I can hit you again with my left if you'd prefer!
I totally forgot that, like, he still didn't have the watch back yet. Look at
What a
him.
cutie.
That's sure a character.
Mother and baby both look perfectly healthy. It seems like the delivery was handled expertly.
Nice.
Thank you.
Please, sir, there's really no need to thank me.
Maybe you could make an exception and take on an apprentice?
One
I
has
like how he
nothing
has
to
the
do
fan.
with the other. I don't take on apprentices, and that's that. But if that's what your heart's set on, I can recommend you to an accomplished engineer at the base of the mountain.
Well, that would be nice.
Would it be okay if I came by and watched you work sometimes?
I won't stop you from coming once in a while to see my grandchild. Same goes for the tomboy.
Well, that worked out well. Oh, wow. Okay, so... Was one of those Kimberly?
And make sure to steal that old man's technique so you'll have something even better for me the next time I see you.
Well, that's it. They're gone.
They'll be back.
Okay, we know that there's no end credit scene here. But I am going to go back and look at those wanted posters. Let's see. One is definitely Scar. One looks like Kimberly, and then I don't know who this other guy is with the tiny mustache. Interesting. We might be seeing him, but he looks like he is in a Alchemist uniform, or like a military uniform. So a soldier. I'm guessing that one's Kimberly. I guess he wouldn't be wanted if it's Kimberly. One's definitely Scar. So I think we might have yet to meet these other two, which I'm excited for. Even if we don't, why are they there? Why are you telling me these things? Okay. Commentary. Okay, so started off with Hughes. The fact that nobody knows, and now Winry really isn't going to know. Oh, but I'm very proud of her. Delivering a baby is not an easy feat. It is not for the faint of heart. I know I always like, I can do it. If it's a zombie apocalypse, I can help you with your baby. I would probably be just flat on the ground, just passed out, because I don't think I can handle that. I can't. I don't want to do it myself. I don't want to watch other people do it. I don't know. I don't think I'm your gal for that type of thing. But what I'm really excited for is for her to be able to hone her skills. I think even if she doesn't get to be an apprentice from Dominic, I think that being around other people that are creating automail and how they were like so blown away by hers, I think that'll be great. And, of course, Ed's like, and then you can fix mine and, we can make it better. And I'm sure he means taller as well. But it was really, really cool that she got to be kind of in her element, seeing things that, and the whole town is based off of automail. And it didn't occur to me that, like, until she was talking about how she lost her legs, that, like, most of these people are they don't have limbs. Like, there was one guy that had an eye thing or whatever, like, so I want to know more about that town, how those people came to be, because they couldn't all have been in the same train accident. But then also automail, is it used to help fight in wars? Because having like a gun for a knee and having like a big sword on your other leg and like that's really cool and all, but I feel like that could do a lot of damage in a war setting. So I have that question. Knowing what was inside of Ed's watch, I was just like, what is October 3rd? He asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd. I mean, who else didn't think about it and laugh? But I'm not sure if it's the day that they tried to do the transmutation or if it's just the day that he burnt down the house. Where they decided to like really just rid themselves of their old life. I mean, they didn't keep pictures or anything. Like, that's really, really sad. I think for those two, they probably needed to do that anyways because of what they attempted. But also to make it to where they couldn't go back to a place that was comfortable. And sometimes being uncomfortable is the best drive to continue on your journey. Now, they're still going to... Damn. Dublith is where they're going. I don't really know what I was thinking where they were going, but they're headed to Dublith to be with their teacher, leaving Winry behind. I think that is really a good thing for her, but also kind of wherever they go, sometimes trouble follows. And I don't really think they wanted her in tow to actually meet teacher either. But, the moment that we had Winry really proving that she's good under pressure, delivering the baby, remembering things, like really channeling her parents in that moment. We got like a really good Winry episode. And learning about... Oh, I don't like her name. Papia? Paipealita? Panina. That's a weird name. Not that it's just, it makes me hungry. Like, I really want a panini. Anyways, I think... Oh, I forgot where I was going with that. Shit. Learning about Panina. Like what happened to her, and then also like how Dominic had taken her in and like created legs for her. Like, he's a sweet, stellar, amazing person. He's really nice. He's got to work on that grumpiness. And, you know, like, he didn't flat out say, like, that neither one of them could come around anymore. He did call her the tomboy, so he's not even learning her name. But, you know, like the fact that she is trying to, you know, steal everything to try to pay him back for giving her legs. But, like, it's also, like, really explained that this is, and we've seen it with Ed, that it is not a comfortable process. It is not a fun process. It's very painful. And, you know, so, but she still feels like she owes him. And I feel like Winnery's standing up and saying, like, hey, you need to do right by him. Like, you have to stop stealing. You have to earn your way. And, like, we can do this. And I think that that meant a lot to Penina. But I think also at the end when he says, you know, the tomboy can come over too, that it really made her feel good too. So I'm glad I think we might have, like, friends here for Winry. Especially having a friend that has automail. I think that, like, Winry really be like, let me look at this. Let me see what's going on. Like, I'm very interested in this. So, we didn't really get anything about the state alchemist. We didn't get anything about Scar. We did have the picture at the end of the wanted posters. I don't know if those are important. I feel like, having Scar, the other guy, which I thought was Kimberly, but now I'm thinking, like, why would there be a wanted poster for somebody who's in jail unless they don't know he's in jail? And it's a different name completely. But then also the guy with the mustache and the soldier outfit. Curious about that too, because is that a deserter? Like, I'm trying to figure this stuff out. So I'm gonna watch the next episode here in a minute. So I don't know if any of my questions will be answered, but some questions might be answered, and I'm really looking forward to that. So guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 2 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What did you think of Dominic at first? Because I was like, grumpy old man energy. Yeah, he actually reminded me of the vacuum salesman in Breaking Bad, played by Robert Forster. I don't know if he was modeled after somebody, but if he was, it feels like Robert Forster. I like the family. I like the baby. I like the whole scenario of Ed and Al touching the baby belly and knowing that there was life in there, and Ed, you know, like, kind of like using what he knows and just saying, just like, you know, even alchemists can't do this. This is a miracle. Like, the human body, like, what it can do is amazing, you know, and the fact that us women can, like, hold a child and birth a child, like, it's crazy, you know, and the fact that he, like, realizes that and he sees how amazing it is. And Winry is just like, why is everything always alchemy to you? But he, like, explains it like that's the only way that he can, you know, and I think that's perfectly fine, because there's times when, like, I'll be doing something on a patient and I'll be just explaining anything to them, and if there's an engineer in my chair and I just even mentioned that, like, having, like, an old filling in an old tooth, because the tooth is going to be significantly older than the filling, and when there's wear and tear depending on your age, blah blah blah, you know, like the structure isn't sound, so that's why we have to put a crown on a tooth, like that kind of stuff. And sometimes I really have to, like, explain it to people, because most of the time people don't want to go through the procedure. Totally get it. They don't want to spend the money. Also totally get it. But, like, he immediately was like, oh yeah, he's like, no, like, we're doing that. Like I'm a structural engineer. There's no way that I'm going to walk around with a tooth that's just filled or it's going to fall apart, any of this stuff. So it's like, sometimes the thing that you know the most does kind of, like, really help you in life see those things, because that's just how your mind works. And, you know, I appreciate that from Ed. I appreciate that he had that moment with Winry where she's crying, and he asks her both times, like, why are you crying? And she says, because you two won't. And I think that that's really important to remember. One, that Al can't cry, but, like, two, that Ed isn't openly emotional about what he's went through. And if he is, we've seen it, but he hasn't been that way in front of anyone else. And that's really heartbreaking. So I know I said, like, I have questions, but then I just started remembering stuff. So I'm going to jump into the next episode. You guys have to wait a couple more days before you see it. I don't know if this one's going to come out on a Tuesday or a Thursday. If it's a Thursday, you're going to have to wait until Tuesday of next week. So sorry. But if you're watching this on YouTube and this has been up for a while, you don't have to wait at all. Just wait till the end of the episode and click the little link that's at the very end, and it'll take you right to the next one. Hit the playlist. Let the whole playlist play through. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to watch the next episode, so I'll see you over there. But in the meantime, bye.